Badger platform. So as I alluded to before, you can actually create your whole badging system using the Badger platform, the free Badger platform. So just like in Canvas, when you create your account at Badger, you can create as many issuers as you like, you can create as many badges as you like, and you can award as many as you like. Additionally, you have the backpack functionality, which some of you have discovered already with Robert's wonderful badge. So any badge awarded by Badger will automatically appear in a user's backpack for them when they create their account. And that goes for Canvas as well. So if you're awarding badges through Canvas and your student moves to another organization, or maybe they graduate and they say, oh my gosh, I left all of my badges in my courses. How do I get them out of there? All they have to do is come create an account at Badger. And if the badge was awarded to that email address, it will automatically populate in your backpack. So your backpack is where you can collect and share all of your badges. So you can share them to, we have some nice easy buttons to share them to some social networks. You can also share via link and HTML. You can also, we have a nice little tool for creating badges within the Badger platform as well. So first, of course, you create your issuer, and that's the authority that's awarding the badges. Once you've defined your issuer, then you create the badges that fall underneath it. Now, oftentimes, when you're creating your issuer, how you define it really depends on what your program is and if you're collaborating with other people. Generally, you're naming your issuer after your program, but maybe if you're in a K-12 setting, maybe you could say, Mrs. Higher Classroom or something like that. But generally, it might be something like biology department or professional development or workforce education. So now I'm going to start touching on some of the differences between the free platform and the pro platform. And so the free platform is also referred to as the personal space. And so if you've created your account and you're only seeing this personal drop down from your account menu, then you don't belong to any organizations, and organizations are what the other menu items here are for. And that means that they have purchased a Badger Pro subscription. So in the personal space, again, you can do everything you need to do. You have your backpack, you have any pathways you might be subscribed to, or pathways that are being suggested to you that you might be interested in subscribing. So if you've earned Robert's badge today, and you go to your pathway section, you might see that you could potentially join his pathway if you wanted to. So you might see that in your menu there. Generally, the features for creating badges are very, very similar in the free and pro platform. But with the pro platform, you have a couple of different options. And mostly with the pro platform, you're looking at things like analytics and really advancing your program to the next level, having some reporting features. You get that QR code feature that Robert was showing off. So I'm going to show you some of those benefits right now. So as part of the Badger Pro subscription, here are some of the analytics that you can see. So in this example, Badger Team is the organization, and you can see there's two issuers that fall under the organization. One is the Badger Team, and one is Robert's issuer. And so, so you can have multiple issuers under a single organization, and that's a nice way to bucket up your different programs if you have different needs for different programs. So you got your analytics. You can also white label your site. Looks like I need to update some of my images here. So here we have some white labels. So we white labeled this site as Badger Education. So you basically take the badger.com platform and you can put your own branding over the top or your own skin so that it really encompasses your look and feel and maybe links back to your marketing site or your other programs. And then you have analytics not only at the organization level, but you also have analytics at the issuer level. And so you can think of all of the analytics as something that kind of cascades down. So we have it at the organization, to the issuer, and then you can actually get analytics at the badge level itself. You can even see what social networks your badges are shared to. And here's the QR code and claim code. This is a feature of Badger Pro. So this is what we used earlier to award that webinar badge to you that Robert showed you. And then this is pretty new also. This is called the learner record. The learner record is also part of a pro feature. And as Robert mentioned earlier, UNT is a really good partner of ours, and they helped us develop this learner record. The learner, if you're using a lot of pathways, the learner record is a great way to summarize up some of that pathway work that you're doing on the learner side, so that they can easily see the different programs they're involved in and how far they've progressed through their programs and what they need to do to finish up. So that is actually can be pretty powerful if you're using a lot of pathways. And then of course, as I also think this is the #1 feature of Badger Pro that's so powerful, is the pathways feature, which allows you to not only signal achievements for students on individual courses, but now you can map out a whole curricula. You can see where your learners are along that pathway. You can encourage them to keep going. And you can also see the trajectory of where their learning will end up and what it will take them. So the pathways actually really elevates the power of your badging program and makes it way more engaging for students, and connects that learning a little better than just having those individual courses.